Hari Om to all the Atmajyotis, divine light of the self. So let us continue Manana with Dharma Kshetra study group on this third chapter of the Gita, Karma Yoga. So we were discussing, how does the chapter start? People we are very few people, so we can full interaction we can do. How does the chapter start? Can you recall? What happened? It started with Arjuna's question. Okay, now what did Arjuna ask? Remember? Arjuna says, tell me, Krishna, you have spoken about karma and you have spoken about sannyasa. Now tell me once and for all, which is good, karma or sannyasa? That is this thing, dvandva. Do we all have that? Sometimes we feel like dropping everything in life and why should I do all this? What for? And and Arjuna calls this battle as a ghora karma, ghora, intolerable and very, it's a terrible prarabdha that has come upon me. Why should I carry on with this war? See, that is a sentiment we all go through in life also. When we are faced with difficult situations, there comes a point when we say, why? What's the point? Why should I do it? Let me just drop it and go. And I'll dedicate my life to dhyana. I will realize God. So that's an option I'm sure most of us have entertained. ಬೇಡವೇ ಬೇಡ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೊಟ್ಟೋಗೋಣ. So that's exactly this Krishna and Vedavyasa Maharshi knows this is how the human mind works. Anta. And so, but Arjuna being, he was privy to the Lord's immediate counsel. So he asked, you tell me properly, why shouldn't I drop everything and run, go away? Anta. So what's the answer that Krishna gives? What does Krishna say to that? Anyone? Anu? ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ?
You have to perform your karma. You can't run away, you'll be called coward or something. Yeah.
All that happened, correct. In the previous chapter, all that happened. And here, he said in the third verse, Lokesmin dvividha nishta. And I have told you, Pura prokta mayanagha. I have told you ages ago. So for us, Bhagavad-gita is ages ago. And at that point of time, Krishna is telling Arjuna, I have told that Pura prokta. Yargo helidini, yarge. In some other verse it comes, in the further chapters it comes. He has already told Surya Bhagavan. This knowledge is very, very, very old. Yes, Anu, please carry on. You wanted to tell something.
Yeah, that same thing I was about to tell. He has told to Surya Bhagwan and he has told to other beings.
Yes.
And he's been there for so many ages.
Yes. Which means what? What is the point of saying that?
You're not the first person, but this has been shared for everyone. Yeah.
Yes. And that means this is the truth. That's why it is called Sanatana, it's eternal. The truth doesn't change. From eons, it will carry on. So that is why it is called Sanatana. So this is the truth. There are two paths only open for any human being on earth. Only two paths. Karma yogena sankhyanam, Jnana yogena sankhyanam, karma yogena yoginam. There are only two paths. So that's what even Arjuna asked. Should I go with Jnana/sannyasa? For him, Arjuna is equating Jnana with sannyasa. Jnana is, I am not the body, everything is mithya, I am Brahman. So why should I engage myself in this worldly activities? And the other path is, karma yogena yogina. Do karma in whatever field here. So Krishna is asking, which is superior, karma or jnana? So instead of saying which is superior, Krishna is now giving a clarification. He says, there are two paths, karma and jnana. They are not superior or they are not one above the other. They are sequential paths. You cannot drop karma just like that and jump to jnana. That is what Krishna is saying in this third verse. Loke asmin dvividha nishta pura prokta maya anagha. Anagha means the one who is sinless. Anagha anta ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣಗೆ ಅರ್ಜುನಗೆ? Because all seekers of Vedanta are to a degree anaghas. All of us. Krishna is addressing all of us as anaghas. Oh, sinless ones. Because to come to this level of asking the right questions and seeking answers from Bhagavan himself, Bhagwan slash scriptures slash guru, is the degree of that Papa has reduced a great deal. That's why we are all anaghas. Loke asmin vividha nishta pura prokta maya anagha jnana yogena sankhyanam karma yogena yoginam. So that's what he says. That is the beginning. And then these two are for different types of seekers. So the guru will decide who wants what. The same Krishna, where in this Bhagavad Gita, he is advising Arjuna, fight. As a Kshatriya, you have to fight. This is your Dharma, this is your Karma, this is your Prarabdha, everything. He will pump him with going in for the fight. Whereas, for Uddhava, Uddhava was a very, very dear friend of Sakha of Krishna. For Uddhava, he tells Uddhava, in the Bhagavatam it comes, he tells Uddhava, even if you feel like doing something, don't do. Just drop everything and meditate. Take sannyasa. So, these two paths, only Bhagavan knows which is suitable for whom. He will see, the adhikari is important. Adhikari, the one who is seeking the knowledge. So for Arjuna, he knows. He is a doer. Most of us, 99.99% of people, we are doers. If we feel we don't want to do anything, it's because of mental laziness, physical laziness. And we don't have the spine to go through with whatever is on our plate. That is why we will say, I will take sannyasa. It is called Arjuna sannyasi. This Arjuna himself behaved as a sannyasi, isn't it? During his Vanaprastha, when they were away, he had to take the role of a sannyasi. But what did he do as a sannyasi? He was wearing the vesha. But what did he do? He was doing all sorts of, he got married also to Draupadi, isn't it? So that sannyasa is not done because the mind is full of activity, the body is itching to do things, to fight. And so this is, this karma, this sannyasa is not for everyone. It requires a lot of internal maturity. And the things on your plate should have been reduced drastically. Only then you can take sannyasa. Otherwise, the masters, what they say is, you will not even ask. When the time has come, you will just drop and go. Like who? Like Buddha. Everything was going for him. But did he even wait for a single second? Did he consider what will happen to my child? What will happen to my... Nothing. He just dropped. When the call is so great, when the urge is so great, when all the karmas have just dropped on their own, this is what is real sannyasa. That is what Krishna will say. In real sannyasa, when the urge comes, all the karmas will just drop. For Buddha, it happened, even though he was a prince and he was the heir to the throne and the new father. Nothing mattered. It just dropped from where will it drop? From his mind, from his consciousness, it will drop. He will just, that dissociation is complete. Will it happen for everyone? Very difficult. See, there's a joke, this Tenzin and Hillary. They went to they conquered the Himalayas And they said, ah, yes. And they put their dvaja, they put their flag there. And what did they find? There was a kaka shop selling chai, 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 chai. That means, what does it mean? The ego follows me wherever I go. Unless the karma has dropped by itself, I will carry it wherever I go. Even if I go for a 3-month retreat and say, okay, fine, is it possible to sit there and do this sadhana without clearing some of the cobwebs in my head and in my, in my life? There should be a certain degree of, even to do sadhana, a certain degree of tranquility is required for sannyasa, that is. Otherwise, all sadhana is done here on the battlefield, tackling all the ghora karmas. That is very, 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 very clear. What this Krishna is making it very clear. Do not run away. Tackle everything on your plate, and to escape action is impossible. To escape action is impossible. So let us see that shloka, which is 4. He says that do not try to escape action. That is the message, key takeaway uh, from this portion of the second chapter. Fourth one. Na karmana manasarambhan naishkarimyam purushoshnute na cha sanyasanadeva siddhim samadhi gacchati. Not by non-performance of actions that man reaches actionlessness, nor by mere renunciation does he attain perfection. Same thing. Just because you drop, I will not do this. See, even we do that in our lives, in family situations, at work also. We hesitate to take up roles. It's fine. We have to have some viveka, what I can do, what I cannot do. That kind of viveka is definitely required. But then when called upon to action, some of, we might feel like withdrawing. Bedve bada tale novappa. Let's not take it up, Panta. So that is fine. If that is an option, if you have an option, that's fine. But if you're forced to do it with complete enthusiasm and complete involvement. That's the only way to get through it. That's the only way to head on. Face it head on. Whatever is on my plate, whatever comes in front of me, do not escape. Face it head on. Of course, everything goes with Viveka Bhaya. All that Viveka should always be there. Pick your fights, pick your battles, all that is there. But do not escape because of mental and physical laziness. That's what Krishna is saying. Na karmanarambham naishkarmyam purushot. You cannot become, if I am not doing anything, it doesn't mean your naishkarmya siddhi has happened to you. That's what Krishna is saying here. Naishkarmya is what? Everything is happening around me, but I am not doing anything. That is naishkarmya. That only these Jivan Muktas, Mahatmas, these avatars, they have that Naishkarmya Siddhi. Everything is happening around them. By them, it looks as if they are doing everything. Krishna is here, there, everywhere. Here a Krishna, there a Krishna, everywhere a Krishna, Krishna. He is doing everything in the Mahabharata. Right from the day he was born, poor child, he got into the act, isn't it? He had to do all sorts of things to survive. And he had to kill all these demons as a baby. So, from his birth to death as an avatara, Krishna did everything. Yet, he had that Naishkarmya Siddhi. Naishkarmya. Nothing touched him. That is okay for an avatara. But what about us? That is why they are telling this Naishkarmya is not for you, Arjuna. Do it. Just do it as a yoga. So this is, he'll continue. Naishkarmya is not happening just because you don't act. And just because you take sannyasa, it doesn't mean you have samadhi, you will get attain samadhi. No. Why? The ego will follow. Kaka shop will come with me wherever I go. I need my chai, I need my comfortable pillow, I need my chair, I need my asana. Unless all that is there, where is this samadhi? Actually, this is samadhi for us. Samadhi is what? Samadhana, state of mind. That samadhana,
Vairagya also plays a
vairagya.
part, no?
Allah, that's what Krishna is saying. Is it easy that vairagya?
Ah,
See, to a certain degree, that mental vairagya we might achieve,
yes.
but physical vairagya, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ comfort, it's difficult, no?
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah, but first Vairagya on material things, if
Hmm.
it comes, then the mind will strongly settle down, is it not?
Correct, correct, correct.
Hmm?
Yeah, they should all go together.
Yeah, they
We
should
should be
go
able,
together.
we should be able to say enough. Huh?
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah. That is very difficult to
Huh.
say enough.
Say enough is difficult.
And see, we should start practicing with the small, small things.
Yes,
Let go.
absolutely.
Huh?
Correct,
We
correct.
don't need this.
Howdu.
Yeah.
That's why we have in our system only, in our culture, it's inbuilt. When you go to Kashi, you drop something and come. All these little practices are there, isn't it?
Hmm.
Ah, that is all to bring the mind into some sort of discipline. And during Ekadashi, fast mado, idella
Hmm.
ide.
Ade.
Don't
Hmm.
eat these grains on certain day. All
Hmm.
this shama dama, that to build those muscles only, all these practices have been given. In
Yeah.
little way we start. Anu
Hmm.
wanted to say something.
Yeah.
In ba Anu?
Yeah, yeah. I was just trying to contemplate what you just shared. And again, we are discussing between Jnana Yoga and Karma Yoga. I'm thinking Karma Yoga is easy to accessible for all of us, whether we are on yet to gain the Jnana Yoga or gain control on our senses or eating habits or whatever. This is accessible and prepares the ground for that knowledge to
Exactly.
come to
How
come to that state of mind where we can control in whatever way we want or we can give up in whatever way we want.
true. That's
Yeah.
exactly what Krishna is telling. It's a sequential thing. The karma and jnana, you cannot slice them apart and say, okay, you take karma, you take jnana. He's saying no. To come to jnana, you have to come via karma, via the path of karma. And if we notice some Mahatmas like Ramana Maharshi just overnight getting enlightened at a very young age, it means they have done all this before in their previous lives. All the sadhana has been done and dusted. So that is what we should not take those examples and say, look, he has dropped everything and went away. Why can't I go? No, that's not happening. There is so much that unseen. There's only so much we know. Very, very, very narrow window we have through the five senses, what we understand about life. That is why these scriptures, they're taking us beyond the five senses and giving us the full picture. So verse number 5. Anything else people want to share on this? Nahi kaschit kshanamapi jatu तिष्ठत्याग तिष्ठति अकर्मणात् कृत अकर्म कृत नहि कश्चित क्षणमपि जातु तिष्ठत् अकर्म कृत one kshana also we cannot sit without doing action. He is making it very clear. This karma is the way of the world. Is the jagat means karma. कार्यते ह्यवशः कर्म सर्व प्रकृतिर गुणैः. So according to our own prakritis, we go on doing karma. Entire of the plant kingdom, animal kingdom, and humans, everyone, we are doing karma according to our prakriti. What is this prakriti? Sattva, Rajo, Tama guna. According to our own gunas, we are all engaging in activity. It cannot be escaped. Okay. What else is there about this shloka? So, this is very scary actually. If we are forced to act according to our prakriti, if I am very rajasic, if I am tamasic, am I condemned to be tamasic all my life? This prakriti is very strong, alva. Isn't it prakriti very strong? In spite of my best intentions, the prakriti, the nature will take over. Isn't it? So, what's the solution? Hare, I am so tamasic. I don't know. I cannot wake up in the morning at 6 or 5 or 4 and do this meditation. I am so rajasic. I cannot sit even for 5 minutes with a japamala. All these prakritis are acting. They're very, very strong. Why? Why is prakriti strong? Because that's a divine mother. Prakriti is the force of Brahman only. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu, everything. Whatever is in me, whatever is acting in me, it is the divine mother, Prakriti. Every little pain that I feel in the body, it is Prakriti. Prakriti of what? Prakriti of the Deha. If it is pinched, it'll hurt. That's the nature. What is not Prakriti, you tell me, about this manifest universe? Everything is Prakriti. That is why when there is pain in the body, in the tribals during the coronavirus, corona COVID times, what was the language that was used by the modern world about this virus? Let us conquer. Let us conquer corona. Let us find the injection. All that is fine because we need to do it. We need to save mankind from, getting killed every other day, dying with this disease. But the language was, let us conquer. Everything that we do, I conquered the Himalayas. I made roads. I conquered the hills. In the tribal language, I believe that is not done. The bhava is bhakti towards the divine mother, Prakriti. And so they worship. When the disease comes, in somebody falls sick in their tribe, they worship the virus or bacteria or the illness as a manifestation of the divine mother. Look at the bhava. We should just try that when some headache, leg ache, jaw ache, dental. Prabhuji has a nice joke. All your samadhi will go for a toss when they have a dental problem. When your toothache comes, all samadhi will go. That is why it is called transcendental meditation. He says that dental meditation will happen, isn't it? It is so intense, especially the toothache. So at that time, worship if we can. Oh, mother, you are manifesting in my tooth as pain. I worship you. And take whatever the medicine that you have to take. But when the bhava changes, the entire, that whole environment will change. That's what all the gurus say. Don't reject anything because it is divine mother, the prakriti. So, if Prakriti is making everyone act, everything act, suppose this my grandson asked me the other day, okay, everyone is Krishna, we have a small Krishna book and we were reading, everyone is Krishna, you are Krishna, I am Krishna, that is Krishna. So he said, bad boys are also Krishna? He's asking, are bad boys also Krishna? Now, how will you answer a child? Any ideas? Please come up. I want to answer him. How, in a way, he understands. Are bad boys also Krishna? Is the question. What do you think, people? What would you tell your child, Shweta, if Samay asked you that? Or Anupama? Everyone with little children, please pitch in. ಏನು ಹೇಳಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತೆ?
Yes, the good things in them is the Krishna.
Good things. So Krishna also has bad things?
No. Just the good things in them is Krishna. The bad things is Kamsa or something.
Kamsa. Correct. Yeah. Something like that. We have to innovate and we have to tell them something. But for our understanding, what is it? For adults. For adults also, there is a question. It's very difficult when a bad person, so-called bad person, okay, Papa. In my mind, that person is bad. So how will I reconcile? We know the answer, but still, to get to that space, is it easy? Everyone is got to feel that oneness. To feel that oneness. It is kind of difficult, isn't it? That Prakriti is so powerful. You can see only that Prakriti in that person. Can you see the Purusha? Can you see the consciousness? It's difficult. That for which we have to do all this karma yoga, this, that, everything we have to do and make the mind clear. Only then I'll be able to see Prakriti is fine, that action is happening, but behind is that immovable consciousness. To see this, I came across a very beautiful example for this, which we can give the children also. And children, adults, for everything, this lovely example works. That is, you find two gold coins. One is, there are two gold coins. One is in your cupboard, safe, in a pouch, locked away. And another thing you find in the mud. It is dust. It is covered with mud. And you find it. Which has more value? The one which is clean and shining and kept away safely, or the one in the mud? Which is more valuable?
Both are valuable, Punimaji.
Both are valuable. Only that mud is covering that muddy gold coin. Its value does not reduce even by any percentage. That is how we have to look at people. Value does not, it is consciousness. It is covered with dirt, some with tamas, some with rajas, some with more sattva, so that the brightness is more. But all it needs is polishing, dusting, cleaning. That is what Karma Yoga is doing for us. Clearing the dust in my head. Where is the dirt? It is in my head only, in my mind. It is nowhere else. So, the Guru gives us all because in this shloka, what is he saying? Krishna, you cannot stop acting. That is what he is saying. This karma is going on, happening according to your prakriti. You are helpless. And to rescue us from this horrible situation, the Guru or the scriptures in the karma kand of the Vedas, they give us vihita karmas. Vihita karmas. You do this. Okay, you are bound to act, but you do these karmas. It is good for you. Anbuttu, Vedas have given us all the pancha yagnas. You do these karmas. Take care of the environment, take care of your pitrus, take care of this jnana yoga you do. What else? When bhuta yagna you do, you take care of the animals around you. So these kind of karmas, when we go on doing, that Ghora karma will take a back seat. Along with the Ghora karma. What is Ghora karma? Last time also we discussed. For Arjuna, it is standing in the battlefield and fighting. For us, the Ghora karma is every day, whatever insults might come our way, whatever, we feel slighted, we feel I'm not rewarded for my work, I feel ignored. All this in big, our Purvashrama, I can say, we say, Ella my karma only. Everything is my karma. I'm doing so much, yet I'm still unhappy. This kind of feeling, no, that itself is Ghora karma for us. Enough. Thank you very much. We don't want the Ghora karma that Arjuna has to go through. So these little karmas, that we find unacceptable, the prarabdhas that come our way, with these vihita karmas, which the guru, the scriptures, everything they give, they will reduce the effect of our prakriti driven karmas. See, that is so beautiful. Number one, I'm helpless. Prakriti is making me act. My anger is triggered very fast. My laziness is triggered very fast. All this with prakriti. What to do? It is being triggered. So, to overcome that, what should I do? Do whatever the scriptures have told you. Whenever you feel like acting, you do those karmas which are prescribed. Panchayagnas, and if you are with a guru, fortunate, then he will give us some tasks. You do that. With all nishtha, when we do those tasks, then the vihita, these are the vihita karmas. Then these vihita karmas, they have got the power to, they'll protect us. The guru, especially when we are with the guru, when he gives us some tasks to do, when we do that, that karma is a protection, it's a kavacha for us. It will protect us. Okay. So all these things are called, one master has called this low potency grace. I think I told that. So little by little, in our own way, like a squirrel in that who helped build the Rama Setu, we go on doing little things, and we are in a comfortable, happily we'll sail through this life. You don't have to do like Arjuna, there are no battles or that horrible karmas we don't have to face. That is the beauty of these scriptures. They take us very beautifully, they take us on the path. Okay. कर्मेन्द्रियाणि संयम्य य आस्ते मनसा स्मरन् इन्द्रियार्थान् विमूढात्मा मिथ्याचारः स उच्यते. So, the one who is not aware of all this is a mithyachari. He who, restraining the organs of action, sits thinking in his mind of the sense objects, he is deluded and he is called a hypocrite. He is a mithyachari. Arjuna sannyasi. That's the term which is very famous. You are just wearing the garbs of a sannyasi, but still your mind is going here, there, everywhere. Mithyachari. See, Bhagavan is calling these people mithyacharis. The ones who are sitting with their eyes closed, dropping all their, neglecting all their duties, running away from their duties, and sitting just there without doing anything, they are mithyacharis. So, see, we sometimes tell also, no, when we see able-bodied people begging. Not anymore. We don't have beggars anymore, fortunately. But we say that, yakappa, kaikal gatti gilva, ho kelsa madu. Don't we say that? You're able-bodied. Go and work, earn your living. So that is what Krishna is telling. Don't be a mithyachari. Whatever it is, just do it. Don't pretend. I know you have closed your mind, closed your eyes and sitting, but I know where your mind is going. You have given it a ticket, world tour ticket. It is going everywhere. Your mind you cannot control, you cannot close. Only in deeply, Bhagavan says only I can close your mind. When you are sleeping, I can hug you. See, that's another beautiful thing. This God, irrespective of the prakriti, all of us he hugs in deep sleep. Whether I am a worst terrorist or I am an innocent baby, everyone is hugged in deep sleep. Why? Because we are all merging with him. All of us no bad boys in deep sleep. All good boys only. So beautiful, isn't it? Just think of these things, then we will see, we really have to dwell on these things, how everyone is just that. Everyone is just one with God at that level. There are no bad boys at all. Okay, so here he is saying, Indriyan indriyarthan vimudhatma mithyacharaha sa uchyate. So God knows. When I'm just shutting my eyes and sitting and the mind is going here, there, everywhere, I'm a mithyachara. Mithyachara I'm doing. Vimudhatma. You can fool yourself, but you can't fool God. So what is the solution? We want solutions. God is stating the problems here. I know you are a mithyachari. But what is the solution? So our gurus and the scriptures, they give a solution for this. How to, because this is everyone's problem. The mind is going, uncontrolled everywhere. So what do I do? Very real problem. So what they tell us is just lock yourself in a desha kala vastu. Desha, in a space, in some corner of your home. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa says, Vana mana kona, in a forest. No, okay, we don't have forest. In a mana, in your mind. You meditate in a forest, meditate in your mind, meditate in a kona, in some corner of your room. Okay, whatever is available, that is desha. Suppose they say just keep aside a little space for yourself, which is your space. When I sit on this asana, I have to meditate. Make up your mind. Desha. In this corner, in the puja room. That is why we have a dedicated place. Puja room. Alkut Kombadana. When I go there, automatically my mind has to focus. So that's a practice. So, Desha. Kala. Make the time very specific. Morning 5, 6 or 7 or whenever, 11 o'clock in the morning when I'm free, nobody is at home. I will dedicate kala, this 10 minutes is for this activity. So one desha, one space, kala, a time, and vastu. Vastu is also important. Vastu is what? My object of adoration. Whom do I worship? It can be a mantra japa, it can be actual ritualistic puja, it can be anything, or just mental visualization of your Ishtadevata. So these three things we have to lock it down. We have to lock down the mind in these things and sit. And during that time, if I am not able to meditate or do whatever at all, even then, that 10 minutes of the day, just dedicate for this activity. Don't do anything. You waste time. It doesn't matter. This 10 minutes, oh, okay, alarm, 10 minutes, 11 to 11:10, I'm going to sit here. I'll try to meditate. If I can't, it doesn't matter. I'll just sit here. I will not do anything else. I will not look at my mobile. I will not shell peas. Oh, that we tend to do that. Oh, I am not able to meditate, and we get up and go. So here is a way to lock it down in a time, space and object. You just keep the japamala and sit. When the mind feels like saying the mantra, say it. Otherwise, let it go. Let it roam free. No problem. But you have to dedicate that, lock your body in that space. Desha Kala Vastu. That is the solution. That's the only way the mind will finally understand. Oh, when I sit here at this time for 10 minutes, I'm not allowed to do anything else. I have to do this japa. Anta bharat. That takes time, but it's okay. It's a discipline in the right direction. See, there was a monk, a man who took sannyasa, Papa. Like Krishna said, he took sannyasa too early. He was not ready, poor fellow. So he took, and he went, he spent years in the ashrama and nothing happened. And one day he decided, okay, done, it's not for me, I'm going. I'm running away, I'm giving up the Sambhutu. He came out, and then on his way back, he was passing through a river bank, and many women were carrying water, they were washing clothes, they were doing all their chores, and there was one particular rock which caught his attention. this young monk. Yenappa andre, that rock had a little dip in the center. Big rock with a little dip. And he was very curious because it did not look like a natural formation. So he said, what has happened? Somebody has done something. So he just casually asked one of the ladies, why is this rock like this? She said, oh, that rock, it's been there forever. From my grandma's time, this rock is there. When we come to the riverside to wash our clothes and fetch water, we keep our pots there, our pots are kept on that rock. And so over ages, by keeping the pot in the same place, it has become, the dip has formed. The formation has accommodated for the needs, the pots. That's what she said. Because it's being kept, it's become. So, that was a moment of satori for this monk. If a rock can be transformed through regular practice, why can't my mind be regulated? It is even subtle. No, this rock is very gross. If a rock can get that transformation, why can't I? And then he went back to his studies, to his ashrama, he went back. So, what does it mean? Let us not be disheartened. I'm sitting there every day, 10 minutes, nothing is happening, my mind is wandering. It is a hopeless case. I will not do it. It's a waste of time. No, let us not do it. Let us just lock ourselves in that desha, kala, vastu. Never mind if even an iota of meditation is not happening or one nama japa also I'm not able to do. Don't worry, but do it. Mechanically also, do it. Lighting, sometimes even the ritualistic puja becomes mechanical. Every time we cannot have that same degree of intensity. We cannot do. But do it. Do not drop it. These are all very, 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 these are the vihita karmas given by our scriptures, by our guru. Let us not drop it because of this, the mind is very, very, it just slips. It's happy to slip and say, okay, I don't want to do it. Yes, Anu?
Consistency, what you're saying, regularly keep doing it, it becomes part of our life,
Yes.
subconsciously and consciously too.
Howdu. And that rock will develop that, it will accommodate. The mind will find there is no choice. No?
That is true, yeah.
That is this thing of discipline. For everything, discipline. I have to bathe within this time. See, that to live loosely is very easy, but having a discipline is very, very. That is why this Grihastha is very beautiful. It forces you to do things, and the mind will accommodate. And that itself is it will take away our karmas a great deal. See, what are we doing after all, each and every moment? We are working out our karmas. The best way to do it is do it as a vihita karma. Okay, this has been prescribed by God. It is. This prarabdha is nothing but vihita karma only. Do this. It's on your plate, you tackle it. That's all. Yeah. And what else is there? Next, we will see verse number 7. Oh. यस्विन्द्रियाणि मनसा नियम्यारभते स्फुर्ना कर्मेन्द्रियैर्कर्मयोग असक्तः स विशिष्यते. But whoever controlling the senses by the mind, O Arjuna, engages his organs of action. Karmendriyaha, organs of action in karma yoga without attachment, he excels. Same thing. So, to do something, there should be a degree of control in our mind and body. All that we go on doing it, it will become karma yoga. So, karma yoga We have to be very clear of the purpose of all the karmas that we do. Why we are doing it? Because for purification of mind. Whatever, even to fetching a glass of water to someone is for purification of the mind. All karma is for chitta shuddhi only. That is the purpose. We have to be very clear in our heads. And second thing, we have to be careful what we allow into our heads, mind. Apart from all this, don't even think of anything else. That is what it is. Be mindful of what we consume. This anna is very important. Anna in the form of gross anna that we eat and all the things that we feed through the other senses. That is also very careful. We have to be about this. Otherwise, this karma yoga will become a bit, it's easy to get distracted. Nama japa to, that is so, it is, even if you have no initiation from the master, just any nama, Om Namo Narayana, Shiva, anything, any nama that appeals to you, you can just go on chanting, which is a cleansing process. And to that altar, to that nama, I can tell all my problems. Please, even if my mind is wanting, say it's your problem. You make my mind settle down. All the problems that I'm facing, I give it to that altar of worship. Said, you take care of it. This Santa Jnaneshwara, we know this Jnaneshwara, no? Santa. Once he had gone to the house of he had gone to to have darshan of Vithala in the temple in Pandrapura. And there he says, Vithala is missing. There is no Vithala over there. Jnaneshwara is, of course, Jnaneshwara. So he says, oh, I can just see the idol, but Vithala is not here. So where is Vithala? He follows the consciousness. He goes and see where is Vithala. Vithala is in the house of a gardener. And what is that gardener doing? He is tending to his plants and his trees in the garden. And what is he doing? That gardener, he is chanting Vithala. So wherever Vithala Nama is chanted, Vithala will go there. He is not necessarily only in the temple. This is Karma Yoga. That gardener, he was so little things. Oh, this flower is Vithala. This tomato is Vithala. This potato is Vithala. Like that. He has Vithala the whole environment for himself. And that's why Vithala was helpless. He had to go there to this gardener's house. That is how in Karma Yoga, for all of us Grihasthas, we have to find Vithala in the whatever we are doing. Yatra yatra mano yati, wherever mind goes, tatra tatra brahma darshanam. We have to, wherever my mind goes. Suppose in my mind is wandering and it goes to my neighborhood, I have shopper stop. What do I find in shopper stop? I have to find Vithala.
When you said about Sant Gyaneshwar, I remember the one song from that movie, Sant Gyaneshwar. ज्योत से ज्योत जगाते चलो प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो. In that, किसी का न कोई संगीता की ईश्वर है रखवाला. जो निर्धन है जो निर्बन है वो है उसका प्यारा. That means yeah, whoever prays God lives in his heart and in his mind. It was a very good song.
Yes.
I remember. I just
the strength of power of prayer.
Yeah.
Nirdhan is fine.
Whether he is rich or poor, God lives in his mind. Whoever prays, he lives in his mind. Okay.
That's it. Correct. Because God is in the heart. What does God say in the Gita? In many occasions he goes on saying, Where does he sit? I sit in everybody's hridaya, he says. Hriddeshe Arjuna, Hriddeshe Tishtati. Ishvaraha Sarvabhutanam Hriddeshe Tishtati. He has said, he has declared, I am in your heart.
Yeah.
We should just dwell on that one sentence. It's enough. Where will I go and find Vittal? Is in my heart.
Yeah.
But because I have opened my mind and my senses to the world, I have to find him there also.
Yeah.
That's all.
So we can relate that what you said, that 10 minutes you sit in one side, forget everything, concentrate on your meditation. During that period, if we go on telling this name of God, either
Yes.
Narayana, Ishvara, whoever,
Yes.
that gives lot of solace to the mind
Absolutely.
and make the body also active
Correct.
afterwards.
Right.
That's what I believe in that and I practice that.
Yes. Yes, I'm sure. See,
Yeah.
that's what people who have practiced all these, like our generation, my parents' generation, grandparents' generation, they were all doing their nitya karma so beautifully.
Yeah.
That is why they had that kind of strength. Manobala was there. Dehabala ilde hodru, they had manobala. Lot of manobala was there.
Yeah.
That's the importance of locking in that desha kala vastu. Very nice. Yes, Ramaji, correct. I heldri. Just one more and we'll close. Yeah. What is he saying? Niyatam kuru karmatvam. Yes, go on doing your karma. So this third chapter is all about karma yoga, and God is going on hammering us with this instruction. Go on doing your karma. Niyatam kuru karmatvam karmajyayo hig akarmanaha. Sharira yatra pichate cha tena prasidhyeta karmanaha. Okay. नियतं कुरु कर्मत्वं कर्मज्यायो ह्यकर्मणः शरीरयात्रापि च शरीरयात्रा अपि च तेन प्रसिद्ध्ये अकर्मणः. You perform your bounden duty. Action is superior to inaction. Even the maintenance of the body would not be possible by inaction. Sharira yatra also, why karma only? Who is doing that karma? Prakriti is doing. All the karmas in my body happening with prakriti, with prana. All the 5 pranas are taking care of all the actions in the body. So, without karma, you cannot escape this karma, is what God is telling again and again and again. So, Swami Chinmayananda says, somebody told Chinmayananda, my God, you are working so much. Why don't you take some rest? What did he say? If I rest, I rust. That was his prakriti. See, that is where you have to understand this prakriti business. Prakriti is for the enlightened Jivan Mukta also, prakriti is very, that you cannot overcome. So our Prabhuji is also always acting, always doing this, that, because for him also, if I rest, I rust. That is his attitude, isn't it? Always doing up and about. But the difference is they do it for Loka Kalyana. All the masters, when they're acting, it is for Loka Kalyana. Shankaracharya, as a little boy, he started. Till the age of 32, he went on doing. Did he stop karma even for a little moment? No. But while he was doing, what was his chant? In the background chant was Asangoham, Shivanandas, Shivoham. What does Prabhuji's chant? Nanu nanembudu nanalla. A chant ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲಸ ಲೋಕ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣ. Isn't it? That is how we have to learn from the lives of these Jivana Muktas. Krishna, of course, we discussed, as a child he started doing karma. And we see the paintings of Krishna, beautiful in the this Bhagavad Gita, when he's giving the advice, that famous painting of the chariot, Krishna giving advice to Arjuna and all that. You think he'll be so beautiful, Papa, in the battlefield as a charioteer? He is working. This Sarathi business is not an easy business. Huh? You should be extremely skillful. At least the warrior on the chariot, he can defend himself. But the Sarathi, Papa, from somewhere, some arrow can come and hit him. He has to be so skillful. He has to be so powerful. Isn't it? So Krishna was doing all that. And you think he'll be so like that painted face in the painting, beautiful smile and the crown and the peacock feather? No, his hair will be disheveled. He'll be covered with dust. True karma yogi, isn't it? So that Bhishma also in the Bhagavatam, this portion comes. This Krishna at the end, they'll all go and say hello to Bhishma, la. So Bhishma is very happy to see Krishna, and there's a shloka which describe how he looks. Krishna looks. The dust of the horse's feet or on your face and your hair, Krishna. He says all that. He describes how beautiful Krishna looked in that battlefield. Disheveled hair. He had not had a bath, I'm sure, for so many days. All these warriors in Papa, attentively, what bath will they have? So that is that karma. Go on doing, go on doing, go on doing. But inside, completely free. That the Padma Vyuha, this Drona, he one of the days he will do a Padma Vyuha. Vruha Rachana he does. But it's a very, very complicated, like a Chakra Vyuha, this Padma Vyuha is also very complicated to penetrate. But in a tries, Arjuna he will pierce it and he will go inside. Duryodhana is livid. He asked Drona, what is this? You said this Padma Vyuha, nobody can enter and all this. Now this Arjuna is there. Drona says, what do you think? You think it's simple? Who has entered? It is Arjuna. 3 reasons Drona gives why that Padma Vyuha was so easy to penetrate for Arjuna. Why? Number 1, he is Arjuna. He is not some aire-gare warrior. He is Arjuna. Number 2, Arjuna's horses are like light. Light. It can go anywhere. Any little crevice, it will go. So it is said Arjuna's horses, they were given by Indra. They are like light. They can go anywhere. Number 3 and the most important is his Sarathi is Krishna. Consciousness. That is even more subtle than light, isn't it? So when that potent force is coming, what Vyuha thing will, yes, Drona said, your fate was sealed the moment you said, okay, let's go to war. Everyone knew. And they were just doing, actually all this Bhishma, Drona, they were all just doing their duties, knowing fully well that they had signed their death warrant. That is how we also have to act. The moment we are born, we have signed our death warrant. We just go on doing our duty, saying Krishna's name. That's all we can do. Isn't it? So just listening to these stories, listening to the life of these acharyas and Jivan Muktas itself is so elevating. So it will give us a lot of strength to go on doing whatever we have to do. Okay, any thoughts to share? Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Nanimbudu Nanalla Ideha Manabuddhi Nanalla Satchidanandatma Shivananu Nane Shivoham 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 Lokaha Samastaha sukhino bhavantu. Lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu. Lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. So, any takeaways from today? Anyone